Okay. Anybody else? Any other questions?
This is Baasi again. I got one more question. My apologies for having you repeat stuff, but I
No
need you to
worries. No
repeat.
worries.
Um, a lot of times I don't get it the first time. Could you repeat once again how many pills that we take each day?
Okay. In terms of the sun pearls, we're starting off with 2 pills the first day, 3 pills the second day, 5 pills the third day, and finally 10 pills for the duration of the 7 days that will be left.
Okay.
What about the other pills?
Okay. That's going to be in the video, but it's very simple. The pills that you have that look red, called the red pills, the cayenne pills, those are taken 3 a day, and they're spread across the day, starting at about 11, 12 o'clock. Skip over 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Take the second one around 4, 5 o'clock, and then the last one in the evening. You can also use them or take it early if you are extremely hungry, because it will cut the hunger. It's an appetite suppressant, among other things, that it's doing in the cipher. So if you find like it's 6 o'clock and it's not time for you to take that final one yet, as far as your schedule, but you just had a hunger pain and a craving, pop that third one down with, and you're gonna need to chase it with some formula, um, so that you can, get through the hunger craving. It should knock that down very, very well. Um, the burning sensation that some experience, you just need to call me and let me know how bad it was. But definitely douse the fire with some formula. Like get a good big glass of 10, 12 ounces. And if it's burning when you take it, drink that down and it'll soothe it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, just so I'm clear, this is Baasi again. Just
Hmm.
so I'm clear, with the cayenne pepper peels, you take the peel first, then drink the water, or you drink a lot of water, then take the peel.
No, you basically just take enough water to drink to get the pill down. If it starts to burn you at that point, douse it with formula. The
Okay.
formula also works better than regular water to make it less, um, you know, um, on fire. Because some people, it depends. Everybody's different. And again, scientific reasons behind this. You're dealing with ulcerations in your intestinal tract. What are ulcerations? Your whole intestinal tract is lined with mucus. It's mucus lining, mucous membrane lining. So along the way, because of this, environment we're in, there are patches that sometimes do not have a full mucus lining. That's where you get heartburn from and things like that they call ulcers, because the acid of your stomach, when it's in the stomach, is attacking the flesh of your stomach. That's where you get the heartburn and the ulcer from. So what happens when you take the cayenne is that it will burn, but it's actually cauterizing it in a way. It's healing it. It can only heal it, which is, again, from extensive research, trust and believe, we've turned this thing inside out and upside down. The burning, no matter how severe it is not detrimental to you. You just have to get through it. So that's why I say drink the formula. If you already took the pill, there's nothing you can do to untake it. So if it's burning you, drink it, get past it, prepare yourself mentally to take it again. Try to do at least 2. If it takes you a couple of days before you can do the full 3, that's fine. But you're gonna take that first one regardless, so you know where you stand. If you took it in the morning, it was really bad. You might not mentally be able to take it again in the evening. Wait till the next day. Try to get 2 in the second day. Eventually, get your full 3 in. And what you'll find is that it gets easier and easier until it eventually does not burn you at all. Individuals that eat a lot of very spicy food, pepper, Jamaican peppers, or whatever, some of them don't feel it at all. Other people feel severe issues with it. But those are the ones that should be thankful, because it's actually curing and healing something that might have been a problem later on down the line if it was not addressed. So it's all good.
Okay, this is Baasi again. I remember a couple of weeks ago you gave a timetable to take the cayenne pepper pills. I
Right,
think you said to take the first one like 11 and
right,
maybe the last one at 7 or 8 at night. Could you reiterate that again, please?
right. It's changing a little bit right now because you're adding the extra sun pearl gems, which I want you to take first off the bat. But do remember that I did tell you that there's a period I didn't want you guys to go right into the pepper, and especially in case it's initially going to burn you. I wanted you to have like a little bit of a cool, laid back morning, so to speak, before you had to deal with that. So usually, if we're dealing with a regular day of a person getting up about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, you get the salt water in and out. Let's say you have to go to work 9 o'clock. You're drinking formula from 9 to 11 before you take the pepper pill. During that time is when you're taking the sun pearl. So that's getting in your system first, is doing its thing, and then around 11 to 12 o'clock, you take that first pepper pill. So it's like lunch.
Now, wait a
Then,
minute,
mhm.
because remember I was taking that, and my coworkers asked me if I was all right because I was sweating. So you told me to bring it, take it a little bit later in the day, because that was my routine. I would take the first pepper pill in the morning, and I'd
Mhm.
be fine. But when I take it at lunch, I'm damn near dead.
Yeah, most likely what it is for you is that your cycle is a little bit faster than normal because the stomach meridian, when you look at the chi, what's called chi, and the body's energy, the body's energy current travels around the body during a 24-hour period of time. And technically, typically, the chi is going through the stomach meridian around 1 to 2:30, 3 o'clock. And that's why I tell you don't take it during those times. What probably is happening with you is that yours is getting there a little early for whatever reason. Your clock is a little fast, but everybody's clock is off right now because we're on artificial time anyway. That's probably why you were sweating and going through it during those times. I have people that they take it in the morning, it doesn't have any effect. They take it in the evening or at night, it's burning. So that's again an individual thing. So typically, like I said, communication and feedback is where it's going to be at. Everybody's going to have to contact me, especially when they're taking it at first. Some of you guys already did that first, lost your virginity last week, 2 weeks ago. But those who are starting over right or starting for the first time right now, like Mo, Yoad, these people, they need to contact me. And also the new people that are doing it again, if there's any difference, we talked about certain people had experiences, just communicate. Let me know what's going on with each one, and then we'll be fine. But thank you for the input, Raphael. But I'd be surprised if anybody has the same exact situation as you. So what happens with you? My recommendation was to move it to a later time. Skip skip 1, 2, 3 o'clock, and even if you have to take the first pill at 3:30,
Now I
get
take
it.
about the first pill in the morning.
Right.
It's
Okay.
just the
The
second
second
pill I
pill.
take at 5, and then the last pill I take around 9 or 10.
And when you did it like that, it wasn't as bad.
It wasn't as bad.
There you go. So you gotta play with it a little bit and let it do its thing. All right, we got 5 minutes left. So anything else wrapping it up?
You're sending my
So
sun pearls
it's
tomorrow?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Raphael, actually that's good. Well, somebody else had another question. I'll finish up with Raphael. Mo, was that you?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's one bottle of formula a day.
Yes. You'll see it again in the video. It's going to show you how to prepare the formula. That bottle is going to be mixed with the remainder of the gallon of water after you take out 32 ounces to do the salt in the morning. So all of it is in the video. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions after watching the video, you can call me tonight. I'll be up for a couple more hours.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna do a summary of the routine for Baasia. Wants me to just do from beginning to end, which I'll do. But I want to mention Raphael since he mentioned the Sun Pearls. Raphael is actually the how do you call it? Like the anchor man, the one who held it down at the very first cleanse this year, which was in January on the blood moon. Okay, he and I did that. The next time we come on, I'll give you a little more insight into my experience because I didn't do the full version in January because I was reestablishing my gut bacteria. And that's something I already mentioned that I would touch in the next one so we could keep this strictly on the procedure. But I wanted to give a shout out to Raphael because he is very much an honored member of my organization, and he's trusted, loyal, and he's come a long way, and he's still coming through as he's doing this and improving his health and learning things. So he's the one who, like I said, did the cleanse during a very crucial time of that blood moon, and we'll get into the metaphysics of the time and what's going on aside from just the physical health aspects of things. And now he's not going to be actually on the cleanse. He's here as basically for support, as well as Ariel also. She may jump on at some point during this one or the next one. Raphael is probably not going to be due for another month, but he's going to be doing the Sun Pearls exclusively, and maybe the Equanimity and the other three. It's everything but the cleanse. So that's what's happening with him. And now the recap as Baasia requested. Basically, again, it's all in the video. Baasia is going to put up a written version of the routine for you guys to peruse. And here right now, I'll say, you wake up, you grab that gallon of water, you take out 16 ounces, you heat it up. You take another 16 ounces of room temperature, you put it to the side. Once you get that first 16 ounces to a boil, you add the room temperature together. You have 32 ounces out of that gallon. You add 2 teaspoons of salt, and you drink that down however you can, as you know, reasonably quickly as you can, so it doesn't get cold. At that point, within the hour, you should have several bowel movements. If you're not completely clogged, we had that issue with certain members the last 2 weeks ago that had to also take colonics and do other things to unclog themselves. Everybody's individual again. Some people have never done a cleanse, have never done anything to free up their intestinal tract, so they're backed up. When the cork finally pops, you'll see that when you take the salt, it'll do its thing within half an hour sometimes. You're all said and done. As Ariel will attest, as Raphael will attest, as everybody that's gotten it uncorked by now will attest. Like I said, I'll keep people's business private. There are individuals right now and in the past, in this group as well as in the past, that are still having bowel movements on the 8th day, like solid bowel movements. That lets you know that you're dealing with a lot of accumulation and feces that were being retained in the system, which the system is actually feeding on sometimes. I mean, as gross as it may sound. So this is a whole different level once you get through this 10 days, and that's no longer the case. Big difference for you. So now, once you finish the salt and you've done the 2 or 3 bowel movements or whatever it's going to be, you'll know because you feel emptied out. You feel squeaky, clean in a way.